Libya, a geographically and culturally diverse country. Different people and cultures have lived on its vast desert, Mediterranean coast, and green mountains and plains whose effects can be observed even today. The ancient man has decorated caves and valleys with drawings that tell the story of the human society's transformation, from hunting to animal breeding to the phase of stability, agriculture, and trade. Libya, the link between civilizations throughout the ages. Greeks, Phoenicians, and Romans met in Libya, linked the civilization of Alexandria in the east to the civilization of Carthage in Maghreb, and transported African goods to Europe, such as gold, ostrich feathers, salt, and wild animals used by Romans in wrestling arenas, and European products to Africa, such as pottery, cosmetics, bronze tools, and lamps. Libya, as the Greeks called the entire north of Africa, from the west of the Nile to the Cave of Hercules in Tangier, and the Greeks always considered it a land of mystery, adventures, and legends, where the Amazons lived. And from the gardens of Hesperides in Benghazi, Hercules picked up the golden apples that Paris presented one of the goddess Aphrodite, so she can offer him the heart of the most beautiful women of mankind, Helen of Troy. The identity of modern Libya began at the beginning of the 16th century after the influx of the new forces from beyond the sea, where the Ottoman Empire controlled Cyrenaica in 1517, and the Spanish took control of Tripoli in 1531, and handed over its rule to the Knights of Malta before the expansion of the Ottoman Empire and the expulsion of the Spanish and Knights of St. John in 1551, 20 years after their arrival, to be the sole ruler of the entire Libya and North Africa, a rule that lasted for more than 3 centuries and ended with the entry of Italy in 1912. And with the arrival of the Italian forces on the shores of Libya in 1911, Libya, which we know today, was formed. Italy drew the present borders and returned to its new colonies its old name, the name given by the Greeks more than 2,500 years ago, Libya. Between 1911 and 1951, the Libyan nation was formed by its various spectrums, united to resist Italian colonialism, which saw Libya as an extension of Italy and a fourth shore. Despite the reputation of the Italian colonization, the Italian era contributed to a great agricultural and architectural renaissance. The effects still exist to this day. On December 24, 1951, King Idris Senussi of Benghazi proclaimed the establishment of a unified Libyan state. The discovery of oil in the 1950s led to an economic revolution that changed the whole life of Libyan society. With achieving independence, Libya turned from one of the world's poorest countries to the richest African country in a few decades. The country has experienced considerable economic activity. After many years of individual rule, Libyans today dream of building a state of institutions and law, and they look optimistically towards the future, with signs of reunification, ending division, political stability, and the unification of institutions. To achieve what Libya deserves of renaissance and prosperity under a modern civil state.